everybody, and welcome to the Clueless Collective. Today, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, as always.
Why, hello. It's Dawnwhisper.
And the other one.
Hi, it's Revan.
Yeah, the
That's
not
Revan.
so lovely one.
Yeah. So, I'll let you all see my faces. There we are.
Faces!
Obviously,
Oh my
I'm
God.
down here again. To be expected.
It looks so short on this camera.
Thanks. Thanks. I love being short and tiny. So, sorry.
What? Nothing.
Did you say I was diseased?
You diseased?
What?
I mean, you made that up yourself.
No. I heard diseased.
Are you? No, very much. I did not say.
Just
Okay.
a freaking
I mean, you could be.
lepinome. Right here.
My, you're a tall one.
My.
Anyway,
Moving on.
what have we been doing in the video games this week? Revan, do you want to start us off?
I suppose I should. Well, I won't go on to the second game that I've been playing because I think most of us have been playing Guild Wars 2. But the first game that I want to kind of talk about is The Forest, which I've been I've been playing a lot with LJ, who you might, or LJ Weaver, if you might remember her from the chats. I've been playing a lot with her, so basically I'm really surprised how good the game is. It's quite a nice little survival horror game, though it's more gory than horror at the moment. We've ventured down 2 caves. Luckily, we haven't found any monsters or anything.
You haven't
that
found
we
any
normally
cannibals?
No, we have. They keep attacking us. It's
thank God.
terrifying.
You mean the
They're so
sounds they
scary.
make? They just make that weird like sound.
It's like what's the something of the Body Snatchers, the movie? I can't remember what it's called. now. That scream. It's terrifying. Asian snatchers. But yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised how good it is.
Yeah.
I didn't realise.
I played it
it's
very,
so much
very early on when it was in the beta, and it was even more scary and freaky because everything glitched out, like everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
trees would move, and then the cannibal people would literally teleport everywhere. So it was terrifying, and they hadn't quite sorted out how explosives worked back then. So you blew yourself up quite a lot. But we had this great plan to blow up the cannibal cave, and just ended up killing ourselves. It was very sad.
That's the
Classic.
Very
move.
sad.
It's classic Dawn,
move.
really.
Yeah, it is. That is very much a
Just do
Dawn
it
move.
anyway.
But it's a cool game, and you can build your own structures and stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Out of logs and stuff.
You can
Yeah.
you die a few times, but
Right.
it's actually not that scary
Yeah.
at the moment. We found a load of priests. Well, they were priests. They were now skeletal corpses, praying next to some sort of a black figure carved or painted onto the rock face. That was kind of weird.
Kind of. Yeah. Just a little bit.
That kind of scared us a little bit. May have wet ourselves, but yeah, cool game.
Nice.
Yeah.
You've also delved into the realm of scary things,
I
haven't you?
have. I've been playing some very scary things this week. So we started Resident Evil 7 on stream, which has been fun. I'm actually not that scared at the moment. The bit at the beginning was a bit terrifying, where you first go into the house, and we set the gamma so low that I really couldn't see in those dark corners. And
Like you're supposed to.
like, I'm someone who's scared of the dark, but only because I have a really overactive imagination. So I'm like, oh my God, there could be a butt-sucking spindle monster out there. But it's just, it's more about, it's kind of straight up horror. Like, you see the monster, you know it's coming for you, and you know its path. So it's more like jump scares, horror scares, gore scares. There's a lot of gore. We sawed someone in half with a chainsaw last night, which was great. And I wasn't very scared last night because I was more feeling awesome because I entered one of the main boss battles with no bullets at all, and I just had a dagger. And I was like, well, shit. How am I going to do this?
Yeah.
So this guy's got 2 chainsaws. He's dual-wielding chainsaws, and I just going in for little stabs behind him occasionally. But it was great because we managed to beat him, and everyone was coming in and was like, Dawn, I've never seen anyone try and do this fight with just a knife. What are you doing? But we did it, and I'm so proud. But very good so far, I'd say. I don't know any of the previous Resident Evil games, so I can't really comment on that. I don't know if you guys have played them. But
Nope.
so far, this has all been getting really positive reviews, so I'm enjoying it so far.
Nice. And I have been partaking in the Guild Wars.
The Guild Wars.
Once again.
I used to play about a year
You
ago.
play a lot.
A lot, yeah. A year ago. And I decided that I was going to take a break after Heart of Thorns because I had other things to do. And I took a break for a little while. And I came back because Revan and Nira ended up convincing me to play Fractals because Revan's never played the Fractals, which is essentially a mini dungeon for those of you who haven't played Guild Wars 2. And I ended up coming back and I haven't stopped playing really.
There's no escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of hooked now forever. You keep playing plus,
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I took some time away, and now that I've come back, I realise it's not actually as. I think my problem was before when I was playing it, I felt like I ran out of things to do. But taking that large gap of stopping playing and now coming back, I feel like there's loads more for me to do now, even though nothing's really changed.
There
Do
is
you
a
think?
ton of content.
Do
in
you?
Guild Wars.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
There's just so much content, isn't there, Revan in Guild Wars? Like, even when you finish the
there
quests and
is.
stuff, exploration and all of that. So,
I mean, me and Ash played a bit of World v World the other day, and that was really fun. Like, surprisingly, that was really good. PvP could get annoying after a while, but maybe we will play more of that.
Yeah, we played some
I don't know.
PvP and got yelled at a lot by the pros.
Oh, it was hilarious.
yeah,
It was brilliant.
I thought Guild Wars wasn't toxic at all.
No. PvP in Guild Wars is like
Stay away.
separate to the rest of Guild Wars.
PvP in general is just full of trolls
Yeah.
and everything.
Quality
Really, it's
player
so
base.
toxic.
Yeah.
I basically try to pretend like it doesn't exist because, I used to play a
Like
lot
most
of PvP with my old guild because we used to do the guild missions revolving around PvP, and I was one of the few people that actually liked PvP. And you got the same there. It didn't matter what you did. You could be doing fine, but it's not good enough for some of those
It's never
people.
good enough. If they die, it's your fault as well.
Yeah.
Even if you can't hear.
Yeah. But we had the problem where, like, people expect you to be good even in unranked. And the thing is because the season had just ended, no one could queue for ranked. So all the people who would normally play ranked were playing unranked, and it wasn't very
We
fun,
kind of
but
picked a bad time to try out PvP.
Yeah, but it was alright. We had fun. I still prefer Fractals. I've always loved Fractals, but
Fractals is actually really good. I can't wait to play some more. I should have played some yesterday, but
Yeah.
I was too
So they're
busy.
like short dungeons. Like, how long do they take?
they're actually generally about the same time as dungeons, but they're a lot more rewarding, but they're a lot harder. Like, they have like an artificial difficulty because you do the same ones over and over again, but then each difficulty tier, the mechanics change slightly, and then you keep going, and then you get to a point where the mechanics don't change, but they've introduced this not buff, the other thing that isn't a buff. Debuff, that's the one. Called Agony, where basically if you stand in agony or you take agony damage, it just cuts your health by a percentage.
Well, that's great.
So you have to buy like agony resistance stuff and start infusing rings, and it's a long process.
Don't stand in the fire.
Yeah. Oh no, sometimes you can't avoid it. Sometimes it's like forced on you.
Death is coming.
On you.
Yeah, you kinda have to.
can't, and you have to be prepared for it. But it's cool because if you do manage to beat those as you keep ramping up the difficulty, the rewards get way, way higher. Like way better than anything else in the game, really.
Okay.
So it's worth it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Gotta do some practice.
And crafting. So much crafting. Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, but that was me for this week.
I think we're all going to be playing a lot of Guild Wars as well.
Yeah. Now that I'm back into it, and Living World dropped
Yes,
as well, which we'll talk about later.
We'll be talking more about this. This is pretty big in Guild Wars news. So.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, then, let's move on to news in the video games. Does anyone want to go first?
I suppose we could get Star Wars out the way.
Yeah, go on, Revan. You know you love Star
hear it.
Wars.
I know, I do. Basically, I can't remember if I've mentioned this before. So if I'm saying stuff that maybe I said previously. I'm sorry, but Battlefront 2, the new one that's coming out this year, apparently, it's kind of been announced that they're actually doing a campaign, which is good news for literally everyone who's been interested in the franchise.
So
and
just you.
Ooh, Ben's all round.
Most people on the internet are
Yeah,
pretty pissed
no, that's
that
true.
there wasn't a campaign. And that's great. I mean, hopefully I'm hoping it'll be something to do with maybe start the Clone Wars going into the original trilogy.
Yeah, that could be cool.
And then maybe even going further into, the New Republic and the First Order stuff. I mean, you can see a lot of things, and I hope they keep it uncanon, so they just make a fun campaign. It doesn't.
Are you saying the films aren't fun? Is that what you're
No.
saying? Because
It's
that
hard,
sounded
though.
like that's what you're
Because you
saying.
get the hardcore fans who are like, this must follow the exact story.
Like Revan.
And his shoes must be the same colour as they were in the original movie. Like,
It's over,
no.
Anakin.
they can get
I
really
have the high
angry about
ground.
it.
God damn it, Dawn, no. It has to obviously be Star Wars. It just doesn't have to necessarily be anything to do with the main story of the
That
thing.
makes sense.
So,
It's
You
good
know,
they're doing a campaign, because that's what I expected when the first one came out. I was like, oh, they're going to do like a story thing, because everyone loves that. That's what Star Wars fans kind of want. And then it was just like, now we've got multiplayer, but there's like 10-minute bits of story. If you want it-
Story?
If you want it, like, there you go.
it's not really story.
Be happy.
But,
Yeah.
Like if they make little stories, maybe an hour long stories, just little chunks, maybe 5, 10, 6 of them. That would be fine.
You'll be a happy nerd.
It's almost like they cut out half the game's content and released it as DLC.
Never.
No, they
Well, that's
definitely
true.
yeah. So
No. Each story is going to be DLC. So,
of course it is. Yeah. It's
But they also actually they also announced that they're going to do multiple eras this time. So
okay. So they're at least branching out a little bit.
yeah, they're actually making the game that I think we all wanted.
Yeah.
Because
They're
there's
doing a
big
Watch
things-
Dogs. They're doing a Watch Dogs where
They
they
are. I
make
think
the
they
second
generally are.
game what the first game should have been.
Yeah.
Because like the whole studios that are working on it are actually the little concept arts and little sneaks we've seen in little trailers suggest that it's going to be air to ground combat and maps and stuff. So
Cool.
that's going to be fun.
Nice.
And hopefully space battles. So
Ooh.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, the new one, might be actually good.
That's what everyone wanted in the first one.
Exactly.
Nice.
Aerial battles.
Nice.
Well, they get
Yay.
some, but not
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, no, I think if they fix the glaring issues that they had with the first ones, it'll go better. It'll go better.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll learn
Yeah.
a lesson.
They've got one person who's going to buy it at least. It's sitting right there.
Nah, I'd never do that.
No, I wouldn't pre-order the collector's edition. Not me, never.
No.
Never.
Yeah. All right then. Should we move on to the next one then? Do you want to talk about
Why not?
the homes of
I
the
do.
steads?
I do. I want to talk about the homesteads. So, Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if any of you play Elder Scrolls Online, but there's been a pretty big update recently called Homestead. And this, of course, adds player housing into the game. And surprisingly, it's way more player housing than I thought it would be. There's something like 3 for each standard race, and then like 10 other optional houses of each like class. So like a townhouse, a manor house, there'll be 10 different variations of it. So it's quite extensive, and you can decorate the insides of your house, including just filling it with sweet rolls, which quite a few people have done already. Just like sweet rolls all throughout the building.
That's going to be me.
It's going to be me.
It's
as
going to
well.
be me.
That's about right.
But I really like the idea that it's proper customizable MMO living space, because a lot of MMOs try to do it, but it's like, oh, you can have this window or this window. Hey, it's customizable. So I like that they're going like full on. You can make whatever you like. You can mess it up in your own special way. But yeah, that's just an update. It's not paid or anything, as far as I know. It's just free right now.
It's free. Yeah.
ESO is free to play. So I would recommend checking out ESO. It is, technically.
I suppose technically it is. Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
There's no subscription.
Yeah.
So,
you don't have to subscribe. So.
You basically should though.
Yeah.
If you're going to play it properly, you kind of do, but it's worth it compared to something like WoW, where the subscription fee is meaningless.
It's a pretty good game. I wouldn't say I got super into it, but I do like. It's very very story based to the point where it doesn't feel like you're playing an MMO. It's just like endless side quests from Skyrim forever is basically what it feels like. So if you like Skyrim and you've played Skyrim to death, I would recommend giving Elder Scrolls Online a go, and it is pretty good.
I'm gonna buy a house and I'm gonna do what I did in Skyrim and basically collect all the gems I can find and just drop them everywhere.
Money.
Yeah.
That's
what my character used to do. My character was a vampire thief, and I would literally just roam around into... I can't remember what city it was. It was the one with the big manor house. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, it was like the manor. I can't remember where. And I used to go in, and I used to go into the small area that had like 6 or 7 chests in the bank, and I would literally switch between each one, hide in the corners, and pick the locks, and go round, and then just reset and do it all over again for as long as I could, and then just hoard it all and like sell everything. It was great.
Filthy criminal.
But obviously I had to wait for the fences, because all the fences like have a daily cap.
Oh, yeah.
It's just no fun.
Oh,
but yeah.
it's always fun.
Yeah, it was good. I think I'm going to do that. But yeah.
I will be playing
give it a go.
ESO on stream.
Yeah,
Definitely. So
I will too.
If you're interested, I will be playing it.
Nice. You going to stream it?
I think I will. Yeah.
Do it.
Stream it sometime this week. Give it a go.
Good idea. Cool. All right. I guess we'll move on to the next thing then. Which is Overwatch updates. Dun, dun, dun. I'm hiding my Overwatch shirt.
The fab boy over there.
So, Overwatch is going to have some new updates soon. And it's going to mostly compromise of Revan's frozen face on the screen.
Yes.
The capture the flag mode that's coming out. So if you played the Chinese New Year, you'll know that there is a capture the flag event where you can basically, it's like a mini brawl where you can basically, you have to capture the other team's flag and bring it back to your base. Well, they've said that they want to bring that back as a proper game mode. And now they didn't specify whether it would be in the regular map rotation or if it would just be like a part of the custom games thing. But they said it is going to stick around, so that will be an optional thing. They also said they're going to convert 10 other maps to that format. So that means there'll be 10 maps, or 11 if you include the Lijiang Tower one. There'll be 11 maps to play on that mode. So that's going to be really cool for people who really enjoyed the brawl, but don't necessarily want to wait another year to play it.
Yeah.
They're also adding a server browser, which is really cool. So people who make custom games at the moment, the only way you can join a custom game is if you have someone on your friends list that's playing that custom game. But they're actually adding a server browser now, which basically means that anyone can go onto the server browser, type in what sort of game they want, so escort the payload or, capture the flag, and it will show a list of all the different custom games that people have put up with that mode, which is really cool. And I don't know if any of you guys are going to use that.
I don't know. I don't see myself as using it. I think probably the same as Revan in that respect. I'm just I normally just play with friends. I'll hit your Revan up and then we'll go and play some comp or whatever. But I don't know. Capture the flag mode is going to be interesting because it changes everything. Because when the Chinese New Year event came out, I was like, well, that's stupid because Trace is OP and Bastion's kind of OP and Symmetra is really OP in that mode. But it changes what loadouts you're using, really, what your team comp is every time.
You see more Winstons, which is nice.
Yeah, so it's changing what the meta is for. I don't know if it'd be in comp. It won't be in comp, will it?
No, probably not. I think they said they were gonna.
Please no.
Yeah, I don't think it will be in comp because it's too unbalanced.
Yeah.
Or if it is in comp, they'll always ban it anyway. So. Yeah.
What I like actually is the custom games. You can actually ban which hero you want, and you can kind of customize that as well, and customize what they're using. I think their loadout and stuff like that. That is quite a nice little feature.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might give it a go. I might go on to the PTR later.
It would be super fun for some sub-Sunday games.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
the perfect thing. That's exactly what it would be used for.
With a big group of people, 5-a-side or something, if you can do 5-a-side. It'll be really fun.
Yeah, well, Jeff, when he did the developer update, gave the example that you could buff a Roadhog to 300 health and have it as one Roadhog versus 5 really low health enemies.
Oh my god.
But he said you can even customize stuff like abilities. So he said you could reduce Widowmaker's grapple to 0 seconds or close to 0 seconds. So you can just Spider-Man all across the map. Which I think is really, really cool because, like, if you wanted to have, like, you know how some games they have a mode that's like hardcore mode where health is reduced to 50%, damage is increased to 200%, that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
You can do that with the new system, and then people can just look for that mode.
That's
and then...
crazy. I thought it was just going to be health and maybe damage.
No, they want to go full customization. It's really, really clever the way they're doing it.
Some people are going to have fun with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, for me, because I came from the Team Fortress background, like, I didn't know anything other than the server browser, because when you start the game, when I started playing, you just had the server browser. That was the only way you really found a game. You never used Quick Play because it was awful. And I used to play on community servers, which are effectively just custom games set up. So it's like, for me, this will probably get me even more interested in the game because I'll want to, like, you know, see what other people are doing and how they're playing the game. And, you know, I might find a new way to play that I find fun that isn't competitive.
Yeah, because you're getting a little bit burnt out on Overwatch.
Yeah, I am.
So this might breathe some fresh air into the game for you.
I think my problem...
I hope so.
I think my problem is I play a lot of it, but I have this thing where when I play games, I play them for a very, very, very large amount of time, and then I stop for like a year.
God.
And then I play them for a very long amount of time again. Like Skyrim, I took a 2-year break. I'm now playing it again. You know, Overwatch, I've taken, almost a 2-month break now? I don't know how long that break will last, but it'll probably be less than a year. You know, Guild Wars 2 took a year's break. But the thing is, I always rotate through my games very slowly. So I'm hoping it will be a good patch. Because I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Should be good.
Yeah.
Have you also seen the Bastion buff?
No, don't tell me the Bastion buff.
No, not the Bastion buff.
They are
horrible.
They're
memories.
now live on the PTR.
Yes, they are.
So the deploy time has decreased from 1.5 seconds.
Revan turned
Sorry,
into Bastion.
you turned into Bastion.
He is
50%.
Bastion.
Well, I am. That is the truth, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
I am now
What was
on
the
PTR
My
now.
damage has been buffed.
Yeah. What was the deploy time? Sorry.
1 second.
Oh
No.
They reduced it by half a second.
Changed from 5.
1.5 to 1 second.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Okay, that's gonna be fun.
And the bullet spread is increased by 50%.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. The magazine has gone to 300. It doesn't do headshot, so headshot damage multiplier has been removed.
Oh,
That's
thank
been
God
removed.
for that.
And it no longer does critical damage.
Okay.
Okay, so you can't
you don't
you
get
can't boost
critted.
with mercy.
So it's kind of a nerf disguised as a
Not
buff,
really.
so
It's kind of a
quite correct.
rebalance, isn't it?
It's a bit of both.
It's a bit like the McCree
really
thing
is.
they did.
Mm.
When they first they buffed his right click and then it was shredding tanks, so they nerfed it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like now they've kind of come to a closed ground.
I'm thinking maybe they're trying to make Bastion a little bit more mobile so that he doesn't just sit in a corner somewhere. Like, he has the ability to go up to a
Definitely.
combat zone, deploy quickly, and then go brrr, and then run
Yeah.
away again. Because at the moment, you just see a Bastion, like, sitting there, and you sit there, if you play Bastion, which I don't usually, but you just sit there behind the point for the whole game, like, when are they coming? And then as soon as you see someone, they're dead in, like, 2 seconds. And that's the gameplay of playing Bastion at the moment. So it would be
And it
nice
does
if it was more
show-
mobile.
It does show the fact that you can self-repair while moving.
You can what
So-
while moving?
That's been
You can
put in.
You can
Self-repair.
while moving. This is what you get when you do internet things from the countryside, ladies and gentlemen.
At least he's got
Welcome to my world.
nice view.
Yeah. This is brilliant.
Technical difficulties, please
Start
hold.
working. I'm,
Oh,
I bet it's
let
the
me,
Netflix.
Let me get rid of my tabs.
It's the Netflix. That's
I
why.
love
Benny's
how,
sister
I love
was-
how the internet's so bad that even closing a couple of tabs makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
I literally just closed an Overwatch tab
Revan
from
lives in the Outback.
PC Gamer.
Oh, that's what it is. PC gamer stealing your bandwidth.
PC Gamer.
PC game.
Yeah.
Always that.
Yeah. Anyway,
But anyway, buffs. They sound quite cool.
kill Bastion. Nerf Bastion.
Yeah. I mean,
Just-
I like
and
playing
just-
Bastion. It's so satisfying. Like, you just, like, mow
Yes.
people down.
I
It
thought you
feels
said you don't
good.
play Bastion.
I mean, on the few occasions that I do, which is usually in arcade mode, because I'm like, no one cares if I'm bad here. And then I'm just like, "Grrr." It's great fun. I love killing people.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. Killing people's
Yeah.
fun. Who knew?
Cool. So, does anyone want to take the next point?
What is the next point?
I don't know. You decide.
God damn it, Dawn.
You get to pick.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, talking of releases and changes to games and all that fun shenanigans, E3 2017
Oh,
will
yeah.
now be open to the public. This is news like 3
big.
hours ago or something. They announced
Yeah, this is like a while
Yeah.
ago.
Breaking news.
World's
It
first.
is. You heard it here first, folks. Unless you were hearing it 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
In which case you didn't.
Exactly.
But most of you probably did.
Well, there's going to be 15,000 general tickets being sold to the public for June. And this comes after, apparently last year, they had like an event that was open to the public as part of it. And they saw that people really wanted to go onto the show floor and that developers wanted fans and normal public on the show floor, but it just wasn't allowed. So they thought it was a strategic move, like in order to have more business and stuff and help support developers, they're going to invite them onto the show floor and you'll be able to preview all the demos and see all the behind the scenes stuff and panels, so no restrictions. I
Sweet.
wish I could go. I wish I could go.
Oh god, so do I. That's like asking for
Good.
trouble. Everyone wants one of those vlog videos again, right? Everyone wants
You
an
should do-
EGX vlog again. Oh god.
That might happen.
Oh god. We were so tired by the fourth day. We like basically didn't do anything on the last one.
So if anyone's new, me and Ash went to EGX, which
We
is
did.
in Birmingham, and it's the biggest one in the UK, I believe.
Yep.
Biggest games convention in the
Yep.
UK. And day one, day two, we're like, hypoo, hypoo, and I've got my camera,
We
we're
went
going
to
around
see
and we're like,
everything.
here we are, at Dishonored, oh, this is amazing. And then like day three, we're like, hi, we're really tired, so we're just sitting on the beanbags for a bit, watching some Tekken. 3 hours later, we're still watching Tekken.
Yeah.
We were just so tired but it's surprising if you haven't been to a games convention before. It is really tiring walking around the hall because it's a lot bigger than you realize.
Oh yeah,
and
it's huge.
there's flashing lights everywhere, and everything is trying to grab your attention, and there's so much noise but
There's
it's
so much
awesome.
things there as well.
Yeah.
It's
The
just
worst
so much
part
to do.
was just the queuing. Like, not queuing for games, queuing for developer talks. Like, we spent probably at least half a day total, like, queuing for developer talks. But it wears you out because it very rarely moves. And then suddenly everyone's packing into this tiny little...
Oh, sweet summer
area.
child, you know nothing of queuing. You've
No,
never
I
been
don't.
to
I haven't been to
Gamescom.
Gamescom. You're going to one-up me
freaking
again. But yeah.
6 hour queue to see Assassin's Creed.
6 hours.
6
Why
hours.
would anyone queue 6 hours
No,
for
pe-
Assassin's
people
Creed?
are super serious. Like, because it's the first, like, it's the world preview of the game. They bring chairs, they bring food, they bring games consoles. And, like, I was so unprepared. I was just stood there like, la-di-da-di-da. Well, I got my phone, but that's about it. And there's this guy next to me, like, fully hooked up with 5 other guys playing Mario Kart. And they're, like,
That's the dream.
eating roast
Nice.
dinner. I don't know. But they were just so prepared, and I wasn't.
I mean, we got to see the world's first view on Dishonored 2, and we only queued for like what, half an hour, 45
yeah,
minutes.
it was great. We got
Because
in
people
first.
people be slow.
People be slow in the head.
We got exclusive T-shirts too.
Yeah, baby.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, rubbing it in.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Suck
But
it,
yeah,
Revan.
E3.
I haven't even played
Well,
Dishonored
maybe-
2, but I have a T-shirt. You don't.
I have. It's really good.
Yeah, but I have a T-shirt.
Oh, God.
Well,
Geek Wars.
Yeah,
Help us.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
It's open to the public if you wish to go. I am
Yes.
very jealous. Please take me in your suitcase.
yes. Or me. You
Not
don't
me.
even have to put me in a suitcase. You can put me in a cardboard box. That'll do.
then you already live in a cardboard box.
He does.
Yeah, but I mean, it's portable, so you can take my cardboard box
Oh,
with you.
true.
He upgraded
Oh, well,
to
that's
a
very
dustbin
handy.
the other day.
I didn't
did
like
you?
the neighbours,
Oh.
so I
okay.
moved back into the box.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Those foxes are way too rowdy. I know.
Yeah.
They are. They just go all the time.
Exactly.
Wow.
Crazy.
I would know. I live near them.
Wow.
But yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
moving on. Revan, you got anything you want to bring up?
Well, actually, let's talk about Vampire.
Oh, ooh.
Vampyr.
Vampyr.
And I can't say the other one. Call of
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Sorry, Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. I was gonna say Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, yeah.
Is due to release in Q4 of this year.
Walter Flower. That's going to be like September, October time.
Yeah, it's normally around there.
Yeah.
But I'm really hyped for Vampire.
Oh, do you know?
I genuinely am.
Yeah, I remember when we've shown this before on the podcast. We've shown Vampire before.
We've talked about it.
Because we were talking about it on the very first episode, in fact, the E3. The E3 episode, the very first episode of the podcast.
When the first trailer came out.
And it was
this game
like
is beautiful.
It was a pre-alpha, and like the trailer alone was cool, but like when they showed off like the pre-alpha, like walking around the town and just doing the abilities, I was like, yeah, this game's going on my definitely buying list, and I still do. I still want to buy it. I haven't seen any reason why I shouldn't, and it comes out at the end of this year, which is ridiculous because we only saw it like last year. And it was pre-alpha, so
I'm really looking forward to seeing what the story is going to entail, and the moral choices that your character you have to kind of choose, because you've got to because you're a doctor, you've got to either save your patients or eat them.
Or both. Save them, then
both.
eat them.
Yeah,
Much
go for
more
eat
satisfying.
them. Yeah.
You know, because you've got them healthy then, and then you eat them.
Is that like a
That'd
slave
be a bit
mechanic?
suspicious.
Can you like seduce them, make them into your slaves?
I don't know,
to
but
do
I really
things for
hope
you?
there is.
So
Probably.
you'd be like, yes,
Oh,
just
mind control.
let me examine you,
Oh, that'd
and
be
then
really
mind
cool.
control them.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Any game that has mind control makes me very happy, because I do enjoy that.
That isn't worrying at all.
What? I just like being able to like manipulate people into doing things they wouldn't do.
Again, worrying.
You need to talk to someone.
You need to see a
In
specialist.
games.
Uh-huh.
In games.
you sure?
Like
Oh, yeah.
Skyrim, I quite often play an illusion mage or alteration, and then I'll use a mind control spell and then like walk them into a pit or something, and it's
like it's
very
true.
good.
It's always much more fun than just straight up killing someone.
Yeah, like you're toying with them.
Yeah. Playing with your food.
Yeah, exactly. See, I'd make a great
Vampyr.
vampire player.
You really would be.
It's great.
Good.
Yeah.
Quite worrying.
Yeah. And Call of Cthulhu is obviously going to be, you know, the classic horror, Lovecraftian horror. Apparently, lots of people are very excited for this because it looks very good compared to a lot of other Lovecraftian-based games. Now, I've seen a few that have been okay, but the thing is with Lovecraftian horror, you've got to be very specific, because the type of people that read that stuff will berate you if you get anything wrong. Like, anything. Teeny weeny amount. They'll just yell at you.
Is
So
this a remake of the previous Call of Cthulhu game?
I believe it is.
Which was in 2003
Something.
or something?
Probably.
I can't remember. I haven't played it myself, but I've been recommended it so many times to do on horror streams.
Yeah.
And sadly, I kind of like, I did Outlast and stuff instead, which I should probably give it some credit and play it at some point. So
Yeah, it's like I want to play Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, because that's the sort of game that I would really like, I think. I just haven't got round to buying it yet and playing it.
Vampyr.
But like, I'm waiting because I need to wait until the next sale on Steam to see what goes on sale, because I have £20 just like sitting in my Steam wallet waiting to be spent on a cool game. But I don't want to spend it on the off chance that something else goes on sale. So yeah, it's a tough life. Tough life. First world problems right there.
You poor soul.
Yeah. Should we move on?
Aye.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, another fun thing. I mentioned it earlier. Guild Wars 2 has the new episode for the Living World story. So that's Season 3. If you don't know what Living World is, it's basically like a storyline after the main events of the game. So I think the order went like main story, Living World Season 1, which now you can't play, Living World Season 2, which you can play, then it goes Heart of Thorns, which is the expansion of the game, and then Living World Season 3 comes after you finish Heart of Thorns. But it's really cool because I'm now, because I finished Heart of Thorns, I can start playing through the Living World story. So I've actually got like all 4 episodes to get through that I haven't played, so I know nothing about them. But apparently it's really good, and I want to play it really badly, but I don't have time, so yay.
Revan, have you got a max level in Guild Wars yet?
Yes, I
Ooh.
used the
Cheated.
boost.
You used the boost.
Well, no.
He used the
Use
boost.
the boost.
I used the boost.
Cheeky.
Because why not?
Yeah.
It's an elementalist.
You're not
It's
far
quite
off,
cool.
though.
I'm not far off. I'm like 50 something, so I'm getting there. I just
Yeah,
need to
you've
play
played
more.
properly and got to level 50 already. So.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's really cool about Guild Wars is that you have that standard MMO gameplay, but then you also have your personal story every 10 levels, is it?
Yeah,
You
every
get
10.
a different section of storyline, and then they're also releasing these patches, like free content with more story in.
Mm-hmm.
So I like how story is very important to them as a company. Like, a lot of MMOs just like,
yeah.
we're going to add another raid so you can kill more things and get shiny gear.
Oh, they added raids too.
Of course they do, but it's like it's not
You don't have
only
to do
that.
it,
Like
yeah.
if that isn't your play style, there's much more for you to do. So,
Yeah,
I like
I've always been a fan of Guild Wars because the armor, like your level of armor never gets like what's the term? Obsolete.
yeah.
So in World of Warcraft, as soon as the next patch comes out, you'll
Purples and blues.
you'll need to like change your armor and upgrade it even more, and you have to do that every patch in order to stay at the same level as everyone else. Whereas in Guild Wars, that's not a thing because your armor doesn't depend on how the content plays because they scale it based on other things. Like for Heart of Thorns, the level cap was already 80, so instead of introducing bosses that were like level 90, they just changed it so that bosses required certain mechanics that you unlock instead of levels, which is the mastery system. So like if you want to fight a particular boss, you might require a specific skill, which you can only get by playing through the content in the expansion. So you're not restricted on what you can and can't do. You just have to pick and choose what stuff you do want to do, and then just do stuff like that. And then eventually you can fight that boss. And your gear will be exactly the same on your level as it is for someone who hasn't touched the expansion yet, which is really cool. Because it means the people who do have the expansion aren't going to be powering over the people who don't, which is always nice.
Yeah. I mean, what kind of player are you, Revan? Are you like, I want to do raids and stuff, or I just want to chill and explore the world?
Well, I like the chill and explore. I mean, the stuff that we've done with fractals and dungeons, I think I'm really enjoying that. And Worldly World. I haven't really done a raid.
You'll never do a
Don't-
raid.
I don't really want to.
Wow.
I will never do a
Maybe-
raid.
No, exactly. So
no
I
way.
won't. So yeah, I'm kind of mixing between those two at the moment. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into Heart of Stone's
Heart of Thorns.
content as well. Oh, Heart of Stones? Why did I say Heart of
I don't
Stones?
know.
I think you might
There's
I don't
something
know.
else that's called Heart of Stone. I don't know what other game it is.
Heart of
but
Stone.
there's-
Oh,
That does
shit.
sound familiar, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
there is
I
something
don't know
called
what
that.
it is,
Oh, I don't
though.
know.
It always gets
Oh,
me
well.
too.
Chat will tell us.
But,
Yeah, chat.
they
You
will.
should know this.
So, yeah, well.
Yeah, but it's really
But,
fun.
yeah,
And
well.
don't forget, if you haven't played Guild Wars 2, I really, 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 really recommend it. You can play it for free up to level cap. Like, you can play the whole game for free. There are slight restrictions, but you can play the entire game for free if you want to, up until Heart of Thorns.
Yeah, and we're doing a giveaway for it this month. It's
Oh, yeah.
this month's giveaway game, so you have until the end of this month to enter, and
Yep.
it's Heroic Edition, so it removes all of the free-to-play caps,
Yep.
and you get an 18-slot bag.
Yep.
What other cool stuff do you
You
get?
get a little miniature as well, because you bought the game.
Yeah.
It's actually how I started. I initially played the free-to-play version, got to, I think, level 40 or something like that, and then bought the Heroic Edition to unlock all the free-to-play restrictions.
Very
So
nice.
definitely enter if you wanted to try Guild Wars 2 but weren't sure. Because we've given away Heart of Thorns before. You gave it away on stream
Yeah,
as
like
well.
just before Christmas, I think we did it. So,
Yeah, and Vlad won that.
Vlad won it, and
Yeah,
Vlad's now a
he's-
Guild
he's
Wars
playing it.
addict. We've converted him, so
Yeah.
it's worth entering. I think it's 50 toast, which is 50 minutes of watching the stream. So most of you, if you've been watching the podcast,
Yeah.
should be able to enter it's really soon, if not now. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Free
do it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Free
definitely.
stuff. Who doesn't love free stuff?
I love some free stuff.
Everyone.
Yeah. Should we talk about the spicy security stuff?
Spicy
Oh,
security.
yeah, tell me about that. I don't know anything about it.
Ooh.
So, do you want to start us off, or
Well, all I know about it was Ash was on the computer last night and he goes, whatever you do, don't go on your profile page or anyone else's profile page. And I just look up and I'm like, what the hell is going on? But apparently there is an exploit which has happened before in the history of Steam, where if you look at your profile page or somebody else's, it gives kind of a back-end entry to taking control over your account.
Yep.
I don't know how it works,
That.
but yeah, it really compromised yesterday,
Yeah.
but they've sorted it out now apparently.
So I'll explain a little bit in detail how it worked, because I know a little bit more of the technical side. So what basically happened is someone found an exploit within the guides showcases. So you know how on your profile on Steam you can basically display a little like showcase of something you've got, whether that's achievements or screenshots or stuff like that. Well, someone found an exploit using, I think it was HTML tags in the guides showcase. And what that meant was, if someone clicked on your profile and you had a guide showcase with that particular set of tags in the guide, it would allow them to basically take control of your web browser with JavaScript and do something with your account. So that could be spending your money without you realizing. It could be buying games. It can be trading your inventory. And it could do all of this without you knowing it happened, because as far as Steam is concerned, it's your account. So because the browsers use cookies, which basically say, this is my session, I'm using this account, I'm logged in, it's fine. And all it would do is it would steal that cookie and use it on theirs.
I'll take my cookies.
So as far as the browser was concerned, it was you. And they wouldn't have any way to tell the difference other than like IPs and stuff. It's since been patched, so don't worry about it.
Everything's fine, Reverend.
But it was something that really was bad, because this has happened before, about 3 years ago, and they fixed it. But obviously someone figured out how it worked this time around. And after Christmas last year, having the whole like people clicking to buy a game and it's taking you to someone else's profile.
Mine was in Russian. I was like,
Yeah,
what the hell is
yeah.
going on?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
It
there's been a
was,
fair few things like that, but you've got to expect it with such a large online platform
Yeah.
like Steam. They do pretty well at fixing the problems quickly. So.
Yeah, but they did figure it out. They did disable the guides showcase until they fix it. So you're safe for now. But
You're safe for now, little one.
yeah, it could have
Oh, wow.
happened. But yeah, so if you have used Steam and have been browsing people's profiles in like the last week or so, just make sure you keep an eye on your finances and make sure nothing actually happened.
Yep.
Because it could have.
It's worth looking at.
Yeah, you should always check that anyway.
Yeah. Cool. Should we move on?
Aye.
So, does somebody want to talk about this one?
A.
Yes,
Go on,
because
Rev.
I'm going to be playing
Go
it.
on.
Sure.
I know
It's
you
the
will.
For Honor open beta.
Oh yeah,
I know. So much fun. Exactly.
it's preloaded, isn't it?
Yeah, it's preloaded. I think it preloaded yesterday.
Yeah.
And
And it goes like tomorrow? Question
It
mark?
goes live tomorrow. Yeah,
Aye.
you're
I
right.
think so.
I am going to be playing it mostly on Friday night and Saturday. Really looking forward to giving it another go. I know they've
Yeah.
added more content than the stuff that we've actually played.
Yeah, that's right.
New kind of heroes, new classes, and other little game modes. So really looking forward to that. Hopefully they've fixed some of the bugs that was in the closed beta. But yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully now I'm worried about the servers. The servers
Yeah.
might just give up, because there's gonna be a lot of people wanting to try it out.
I hope they did like a
know.
Blizzard style, like full server backup
so.
preparation. Like they better be ready.
Well, this is Ubisoft, so maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe
But
Yeah.
are you guys gonna actually pick it up and preload it and try
I
it?
mean, we're pretty busy with assignments and
Yeah.
stuff, so probably
we
not.
can't
that
make
thing.
games, damn it.
But
I
yeah,
kind of want to give it a try one stream, maybe. I know I'm gonna suck at the whole dual combat thing. I'm gonna get wrecked. I've seen some people playing it, and there's been like 4-on-1, and they're just getting like kicked in the middle.
Oh yeah, you have to
So,
team up.
Yeah, you have to stay
There's
with
no
your
way to
teammates.
do
I
that.
have really bad team awareness, so that's gonna be fun. But
yeah,
probably try it one
You gotta
stream.
play it with friends.
yeah. Yeah, but that's going to be cool. So if you haven't seen anything about it, go check it out, because it is actually
Definitely.
really fun. I really hope Ubisoft don't screw up on the servers, but they probably will, because it's Ubisoft. But
Find out.
yeah, anyway. Cool. Well, that's it for most of the news and or security updates. So we're now going to do our free giveaway. So as always, every week we give away a free game on the podcast. This week is Else Heartbreak. It is a game that looks very similar to Life is Strange mixed with Borderlands 2. And the idea is that you play through the game and you can change it based on coding that you do in the game that the characters will teach you. So if you'd like to enter that giveaway, you can do so by typing !heartbreak in the chat, and you'll get a chance to win a free game. It's definitely worth doing. It's a free game, kindly provided by Zio in the chat. So that's Zio Lucas. So thanks, Zio. You is Bay. And should we move on to question of the week?
Yes, the question of the week.
Let's do that.
Revan, what is the question of the week, seeing as you came up with it?
So, I was reading an article by Hideo Kojima, and he was mentioning that cloud gaming is going to be the next big thing.
Yeah.
The big thing about gaming. And I was wondering, is it really the future? If you don't know, cloud gaming is essentially that you are streaming a game from the cloud. You don't necessarily need to have it installed onto your computer. You just play it, stream it, and that's it. There's probably, well, with technology now, there's probably not that much lag or whatever. So I'm hoping that this will be the next big thing, next big step gaming is going to have. I don't know what your feelings are on it.
Well,
you guys?
I remember OnLive. You guys might not remember what OnLive was or have even heard of it, but it was basically a service that did just that. It was cloud gaming. You went onto their web browser, you installed their browser plugin, and you could play a game for like 40 minutes for free. So like I tried to play Saints Row 4 over the browser, and it worked pretty well. Like the graphics were on max. I had no performance issues. The only downside was there was like some input lag, but my internet wasn't very good anyway. But like from that time, I think that was around 2013, 2014, I think, around then. So like since then, fiber optic has become the norm in terms of internet connections for most people, not people living in the countryside like Revan.
One day, Revan.
One day.
One day. You would
But
do
yeah,
the future.
like they shut down. So OnLive shut down a while ago, but there was another company that just opened up that I can't remember the name of that is doing it, like the same thing.
NVIDIA are actually investing into it as well.
NVIDIA tried working on that as well, because obviously they've got the NVIDIA Shield, which is the not like the tablet thing that can play games away from your PC.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, I think it will be quite popular, but I think it will be monetized quite heavily. I think they're going to do like pay, like you know how internet cafes charge for computer usage. So they're like, you have to pay £1 for an hour or whatever. It's going to be something like that, because I think that would be a better way to encourage subscription users and monetizing everything.
So. Yeah, would it be more of maybe a yearly subscription?
Probably.
Like you would have like Xbox Live and
PSN probably. It'd probably be like that, you know, how you basically...
And then you buy the games and then it's on there forever. You can buy as many games you like and just store them.
Yeah.
Well, you'll probably have a cap on like how...
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, in general, like, I just want to buy the games that I want, and I want to have that game. The idea of it not actually belonging to me and being...
Yeah.
Well, it would.
I mean, it's the same with Steam now.
It is, yeah. Technically,
you don't own anything on your Steam account. If you get VAC banned on Steam, and they can disable your account, and you just lost all that money you spent on it.
So I don't know. I'm generally not a fan of subscription services, because of that reason. If I know I want something, I get it. And I don't like feeling like I have to make use of that subscription because I'm paying this much a month for something. Like, I have to play a load of games. And usually there's only a few games that really interest me in subscription services, and then a load of like arcadey style games. So I'm like, I'll play this month and like maybe spend 5 minutes on this game because it looks kind of quirky. But As long as there is a wide variety of different games on there,
Yeah.
I think
There
it
will
could work. And there will be some technical issues to start with, of course, like
Mm-hmm.
anything. But once they can iron out the kinks in it, it will probably
I think
be very popular.
input lag is going to be the major decider on how it picks up.
Yes.
If they get input lag down to nothing, that will be really good. A good example is Beam, if you guys remember that service I used to use back
Oh, that thing.
back before I
You were convinced that was
stopped.
the future.
It still is. I'm still 100% convinced that's where everything needs to go. But the problem is obviously Beam doesn't have the audience like Twitch does, and that's never going to be the case.
Yeah.
But the technology is incredible. Like they've integrated it now with OBS and XSplit, and it's 0 delay stream lag. Like you can log
Incredible.
on, type a message, and the streamer sees it instantly, responds instantly. Twitch, you've got like a 30-second delay or 10-second delay.
5 minutes for me.
Yeah, 5 minutes for you. But it's like,
It's frustrating, yeah, because when you're streaming, you're like, oh, guys, what should we do next? Should we kill the guy or should we let him live? And then you're like,
wait.
wait
20
like
seconds,
ages.
yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
really important for your viewer base to have that constant interaction with you and like feel like you're having a conversation. And sometimes
Yeah.
it gets in the way a bit. So is it possible that Twitch can like acquire that technology?
They
Can
won't
just
acquire it, I don't think.
have
I
it?
don't think Beam would sell it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that's what makes
They'll make
Beam good is that technology. And the thing is like, can you just imagine if they could utilize the same technology to do games? Because they've already got stuff like the interactive game modes. So if you didn't know, when I was streaming on Beam, I had a custom Minecraft client running, where basically people in the chat could literally click a button on the screen and it would instantly change something in the game for me. But it would also be instant on the stream. So they could switch the day and night cycle whenever they wanted. They could spawn a bunch of enemies in front of me, or in some cases set off a volcano and trap me inside.
Yay.
Oh, that was fun.
But like it was instant. And the thing is you as a viewer instantly had an impact on what was going on, you know? And I think that's one of the key things that will be important for online gaming to progress, is to have that instant stuff happening.
Yeah.
And if they get input lag down, it will be revolutionary, and I don't think you'll see the last of it for a while.
That'll be awesome. I'd love to have more Twitch integrated games. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to make a Twitch integrated game. That is like one of my goals. I'm gonna see if I can make one next year, which is gonna be like nearly impossible.
No, I
But
think
we
it's,
will see.
it's relatively easy. It's just you've got to account for the delay, that's all. Because obviously you don't know how long the delay is. Ultimate Chicken Horse does it really well. Because in Ultimate Chicken Horse, you get to decide the pickups in the game, but you type in the word and then it counts all the votes up, and then in the next round it applies everything. So there's that gap in between you typing the words and when it comes into effect. So that's something that works. And there was that chess game that was written for Twitch as well.
Twitch plays chess.
Twitch plays chess. Also, Twitch plays Pokemon and all that jazz. So it is possible. That'd be cool.
It would be fun.
Got to see those Twitch integrated
I want to
games.
hear your ideas, chat. Give me some ideas for a Twitch
Yeah.
integrated game. Throw them at me.
Yeah. Yeah. But cool.
20 seconds.
Yeah. We just wait.
Just wait.
Never
We'll
mind,
see them in a
wait.
bit.
It'll be here in a second. Anytime now.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Cluster Truck.
Yeah.
Yes, Cluster Truck is another good one. I remember, I think it was Soda Poppin' was streaming Cluster Truck, and the developers have left in the feature where they can control the game remotely. So they were doing it, so they set it up so Twitch could control what was happening on the screen.
Okay.
And it would affect the
wow.
streamer in real time, and he had no idea what was going on. It was brilliant.
Best.
It was very good. Yeah, Nero's bringing up the Unity flips, where you buy a bunch of standard assets on the asset store and then put them straight onto Steam. That's a clever
Shame
move.
be
That's also a
upon you.
horrible thing to do, and if you do that, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes. So you just buy a load of pre-made assets, you stick them in a game,
Yeah.
which doesn't
There
even
you
have
go.
gameplay. You make it look good.
Mega Survival
put
Extreme.
a couple of screenshots, and there's actually no gameplay if someone buys it.
Yeah,
Put it on green light.
Mhm.
Done.
Yep.
That's the cheaters' way, that is.
that's Steam Greenlight for
We're
you.
all about that
Good old
gameplay.
Steve.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should call the giveaway now, don't you?
Yes.
It's about time.
Yeah.
So-
Let's do it.
Once more, you have 30 seconds. If you want to enter the giveaway, you must do it now.
Or maybe like 2 minutes with the delay.
Yeah. No, it's 30 seconds from like now.
Yeah.
Well, not now, but back then. Now.
Back then, now. Back in the past.
Back in the past, where it was now, which is not
then.
now.
My head hurts.
Your head hurts. Too wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Wibbly wobbly woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's understandable. Understandable. Anyway, we'll see who wins.
We will see.
Yeah.
We will see.
I wonder who.
I wonder who it will be, and totally not Nira unless someone else enters. So you know.
Come on.
Just
Someone, please enter.
in case you have a chance. It's a 50-50 if you enter.
Come on,
so...
we'll bring
It's
Nira
free.
down together.
All right,
Top
that's
of
it.
the Nira Empire.
Time to roll. Who won? You decide. Shall we draw the winner? I think it will be.
Who is it?
It's Rever.
If it
No, it
isn't
isn't. It's
Nira.
Nira. It's Nira.
Congrats,
Oh, God.
Nira.
Congrats, Nira. Congratulations.
Congrats, friend.
We'll send you your game key after. Or I'll just hold it against your will until you close caption my videos.
Hey.
No, I'm kidding. I'll send it to you after. But yeah, cool. That's it then. Any closing things you want to bring up, or are you all good to go?
I'm all good. I don't
You
know.
all good?
There's much coming in the world of video
There
games.
there
it's
is
for sure.
much coming in the world
There
of
is.
video
I'm
games.
looking forward
Yes,
to later this year.
yes, me
There's
too.
some good stuff coming out, and I'm
Me
very
too.
tempted to buy a PS4, and I'm constantly resisting the temptation.
It's too bad because I'm getting one.
And a Switch.
And a Switch.
Shiny bastard.
Oh, it's going to be a good year for video games for
Oh
Ashen.
God.
Ah, dear.
Yeah. But yeah, cool. All right then. Well, I guess that's it from us. We hope you had fun. And yeah.
I will see you tomorrow for more Resident Evil. And these nerds will see you next
No,
Wednesday
you
at
won't see us tomorrow
7:30.
for Resident Evil.
I will.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday tomorrow.
You don't stream on Thursdays.
Fuck, I don't stream on Thursdays. I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, Friday.
No, Friday.
Yeah. See, I know her schedule better than her. I mean, I came up with the schedule, so I mean, I should know it really.
Friday night horror.
Woo!
Friday night screaming.
Yeah, I
Friday
need to
night
hear
horror.
more of the spine-curdling streams. Anyway, goodbye guys. We hope you had fun, and we'll see you
Bye.
guys next time.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Bye.
Bye!